What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Couple on Fire podcast. Today, season 2, episode 15, we're talking about the 25 days of Christmas. And that's coming up
right now.
Are you a Christian and you are looking to take your faith, your family, and your future to the next level?
Then this is the channel for you.
That's right. It's Christmas. It is officially December 1st. I'm one of your hosts, Josh. I'm here with the always awesome and beautiful Miss Kristy.
Hello. It's my favorite time of year. Woo!
We're sporting some Christmas gear for the 25 days of Christmas. Kristy's got her Christmas sweater on. This is as Christmas sweater as I have. So share with us in the chat right now. If you're here, you're live, or if you're on the replay, hit hashtag replay because we really want to hear about your ugly sweater. If you have one, if you're planning on sporting one or not, make sure you let us know because we're really curious if anybody else is
25
kicking out the old ugly sweaters.
Because I want to wear one every day. So if anybody wants to get me an ugly sweater, they have a lot at Kohl's. I'm an extra large in women's. I will wear them.
Tyler, hey, what's up, man? Hey, are you and Kelly wearing the ugly sweaters? Do you own ugly sweaters? You got to let us know down in the chat. Let us know if you guys do or not. All right, before we get started today, we have some business from last week that we need to tie up. A little contest that we had. We did end up with a couple of winners. Bing, 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 ding. Take it away.
Stacy Lindstrom and CJ Kirby.
Those are our winners. We really want to thank you guys, whoever was able to participate in it. We want to make sure that we get you these so you don't drop your phone on your face.
5 seconds.
This way you do not drop them on your face. Tyler says no, watching Harry Potter and chilling in jammies. All right, well, that's fun. Awesome. Okay, so we want to jump in today. So we have a lot to cover today, actually. We have some really fun stuff. We want to make this episode fun. If you can't see the background, Kristy put up a few little awesome things. We have a nice moose, a little Santa Claus dipping his head down in...
that's a gnome.
It's a gnome?
A skiing gnome.
Yeah, no, I know. We have this guy, the big guy in the middle, right there, him.
I say he's a moose.
He's a moose.
I think he's supposed to be a reindeer.
All right, well, we're calling
but
him
he looks like
we're calling him a moose. And the person next to that is a Santa Claus going into the chimney. And then we have a little gnome that's hitting the slopes. So
yeah, he's new. I just got him. I just got him when we went to get our Christmas tree. Yeah. Look at how cute he is.
Yeah, so that's fun. So we want to kick it off today. We want to talk about 25 things of Christmas. Today is December 1st. What more perfect opportunity that we have? Just got a cut, brother. Today's December 1st. Threw me off. December 1st is today, so what more perfect way than for us to talk about the 25 things of Christmas that we can do all day? One a day. We're thinking about one per day.
And guess whose idea this was?
Miss Christmas.
We always talk about, Miss Christmas. Oh, I like that. So we always talk about, like, hey, what are we going to talk about? Let's, like, and we have so much fun brainstorming. And for this week, I'm like, it's going to be December 1st. We can do like a Christmas countdown. Oh my gosh. I'm like so stoked to go over this. Like we could be talking for 2 hours at this point tonight. Okay. So just be prepared.
Be prepared. Be prepared. Okay. So I want you to kick it off with number 1. Tell everybody what the first thing on our 25 days of Christmas is.
So make a Christmas countdown. So this is new. I've always had a Christmas countdown, but I lost my blocks this year for my old one for some reason. So I had to buy a new one. So it's a little Santa. And Amazon, okay, I think this was $8, and they have a Rudolph one and all this other stuff. But also every year, what we do, which we haven't done yet, but we will, is make the ring chain. You cut
paper.
You cut up construction paper and do the rings, and you tear one off. And at this point, because our kids are so old, like our youngest is going to be 17 next month. We do it basically for me. So.
We do a lot of things this time of year just for her because she's the only woman left in the house. I mean, we have a female dog, but that's Nala. She doesn't really count.
She chubby.
She thick. She wide and all outside, so she is a big girl for a Chihuahua.
I love Christmas. Christmas.
Kristy does love Christmas. It's her favorite time of year.
Mug.
She's got the Christmas mug she's sporting today.
I just want to drink hot cocoa and watch Christmas movies.
So
And that's true.
Just so you know, this episode is not for anyone else. This is for her. Just so we're all clear on
It's
that.
like my wedding day.
Yes, just like wedding day. All right, so that's the first one. That's the very first thing. Yeah, thanks, Jason. He's like, love the outfits. Yeah, hey, we had to sport it today. We had to show a little bit of Christmas love on
So the
show.
podcast we're going to do right before Christmas, the week of Christmas, though, you wait and see the sweaters that we're going to wear that day, Jason.
They're going to be fun.
Maybe we'll have one for every episode this month.
We're going to pump our brakes a little bit on that.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun.
We're like, hey, we just spent $7,000 on Christmas sweaters for the month of December.
I'll get Kohl's cash.
Yeah, what? Kohl's cash. All right, so number 2, send Christmas care packages to the military. Now, Kristy and I have talked about this years past.
Mhm.
This is actually a really great idea because there's many military, and because we know that overseas travel and stuff like that, a lot of that stuff's really changed right now because of COVID. But I looked up and I know that the post office will actually give you a military care kit that you can go and pick up. It's completely free, and they'll mail it for free. So you just basically go down and get the kit and fill it with some awesome stuff. You know, handwritten cards. The military loves that personal touch.
Yeah.
You know, maybe some cookies of some sort, you know, if you're good at baking them or
You
buy
can Google
them.
lots of stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff that you can do, but, you know, not forgetting about our military. I know Jason's on today. Jason served in our military. You know, we appreciate your service, Jason. And it's, you know, he can tell you, like, people can tell you that when they're in the service and they're away, especially during this time of year, it's hard on them. It's really, really hard on them. So having this opportunity to be able to spend a little bit of time and do that. Yeah, I'm going to put this up, Jason, because he just mentioned something. Yes, they will. It's awesome. And trust me, we love them. Yeah. And it's an awesome way for us to be able to share a little bit of cheer in the holiday season. Plus, it's not too early right now, as that's why it's number 2 on the list. Okay. You can get it done early on in the month. So
We're just
ready.
doing 25 things. 25 things.
25 things each a day. Okay. You have to do every one of them.
Oh my gosh.
Kick off number 3.
Drive around and look at Christmas lights. So they have them at Crossroads Village and they have them in Frankenmuth.
Yeah. If you live in Michigan near the Genesee County area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if Tyler and Kelly are still on, you guys should post what you guys have around your area just for fun.
Yeah, it's neat. So we're blessed here in Michigan. It's one of the few things that's really awesome about Michigan is we have Bronner's in Frankenmuth, which is the largest Christmas store. I mean, it's massive. It's unbelievably huge. And it's open 24 hours a day. It's open 365 days a year. It's
364.
open for other than Christmas. It's true.
Yes. One day they're closed.
Yeah. So, but it's really awesome to be able to go up there and drive around and look at the lights. And I'm assuming in your own area, depending on any part of the country that you live in, communities are really big on this, being able to drive around. I remember being a kid and my mom used to push us in the car and say, come on, let's go. We're driving around. And we would go and we would spend hours driving around looking at the Christmas lights.
Yeah. Even my sister, one of my sisters used to live in Hawaii for years. And around Christmas time, they actually truck in snow. So they would have huge dump trucks come in and dump snow in like parking lot of a mall or something so kids could play in. It was really cool.
Oh, that's so fun.
Doesn't have anything to do with Christmas lights, but made me think of it.
Still really cool. Number 4, volunteer to ring the bell for the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Kristy and I did this last year.
And we're going to be doing it this year on December 5th.
We're going to do it. Luckily, somebody part of our life group is part of helping place people into that. She had been doing it for years. Her and her husband had been doing it for years. So last year they asked our group if we wanted to do it, and it really was not just helping the Salvation Army, just itself is fulfilling, but it was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, because you get to harass people in a fun way. So you go and like dress up and you're ringing the bell and we take a Bluetooth speaker and we play Christmas music and people come by and you're like, hi, Merry Christmas. It's so much fun. And it's just fun because some people will be like, I gave them my way in. And it's like, it's all right. It's all right.
Give on your way out too.
Right.
So you can do that. There's plenty of places around. There's many different places in our own city that does that, but I know it's everywhere. Yeah. And it's not just paid people. Like you can literally volunteer, sign up and do it. Yeah. Cool.
And we have so much fun. You can get a costume and wear it. You can get a hat. I think last year we did a hat, a Bluetooth speaker. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they would like that this year because of COVID, but last year we ended up going in and getting like a Christmas bucket and we put Christmas candy in and would give candy to little kids that their parents said it was okay.
Yeah. It was fun.
What
number 5? We're on number 5.
Donate to the YMCA for battered women and children or a local shelter. So what made me think of this one is I know some of the YMCAs around Genesee County, they will take in women that are trying to hide from abusive relationships and things like that. And they'll need things because sometimes they flee like in the middle of the night and they don't have anything to take with them. So shelters, local shelters or YMCAs need things. I don't think they take donations of stuffed animals, but like clothes and
socks.
Yeah.
Socks is the number one needed thing in a shelter. So which is really strange, but like Bombas, I know, is a sock company that donates one pair of socks for every sock that you buy. But it's nice to be able to take it down to your own local and do it. Just like Kristy said, the YMCA, go down there during this time of year. It's really a struggle. Those kids, I mean, it's a lot more full than what you would ever even dream of. I mean, and it's really a sad thing. But being able to go down and just shed a little bit of love and do that, and down to our shelter. We've done that before. We've went down and passed out things to our shelter before, so it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, volunteer at your soup kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
There is plenty of soup kitchens around. No matter where you live, there is definitely a soup kitchen nearby. It's awesome to get your kids involved in that too, because it really teaches them humility. It teaches them compassion and love, and really how serving really can help fulfill you in doing that and offering something to somebody, you know, and seeing when people really do struggle. You know, there is people out there that are really down on their luck, and life is really hard on them, and they're not in a position to where the simple things that we take for granted in life are not simple for them. So it's awesome to be able to go down there and really give.
Well, also there is the Eastern Michigan Food Bank. I've volunteered there 2 or 3 times. A lot of times they need volunteers to come in and separate all the food that they get in.
Yeah.
So they have like chicken, beef, frozen vegetables. I don't know. I've only ever worked with the food, but the frozen foods. I think they have like canned foods and stuff too. But they will always take volunteers to come in and help with separating the food loads trucks that they get in. So that's another place that you could volunteer to.
Number 7.
Donate food and toys to the Humane Society. Now, this is one of our favorite things to do, because if you contact your local Humane Society or dog shelter and ask them what needs that they have, they'll have needs to tell you. They'll have like food that they need, or toys, or beds, or blankets, food bowls, leashes, things like that they'll take donations to do.
Yeah, that's really fun. Like, we did that a few years back. We bought a bunch of stuff when we literally did not have the funds to do it, but we're like, we're committing to this, we're going to do it. And we did. We went down, and it was very rewarding. And they were super grateful. So it's really funny because earlier this year, Kristy was talking to somebody, and they mentioned something about they need pet handlers. I think that's what they called them. But you can go down there, and kids, like your teenagers, can go down there and volunteer their time to go down and just really care for the animals and stuff and the pets and stuff. So that could be part of it. So maybe you can't donate something monetary, you know, whether it's a cost of goods, but maybe your time you could still donate, and you could do that this month as well.
But we went in to, where was it that we went?
Doogie's Dollars, where we went.
Doogie's, yeah. And we told them what they were doing. And then Doogie's went in the back of the manager and donated some stuff to us. So we bought some things, and then they gave us a few things for free to take. So local businesses, if you go in and you're telling them what you're doing or donating, a lot of times they'll have something to give you, so to take as well. So that's always nice.
Don't forget your fat little doggies and kitty cats, okay? We have fat dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They're very well taken. Number 8, donate old clothes, furniture, food to your church. Believe me, I am on staff at a church. There is a huge need for this.
Yeah.
There's always a family, unfortunately, that has some type of a fire or some type of catastrophic event that happens that you may not, just because you go to the church doesn't mean that you're going to hear about it. So just because we don't hear it or see it doesn't mean that the need's not there. And our churches are always having people tap into them because we've always been such a great resource. Our church has, you know, so churches are. So
a lot of churches,
most churches are very, very, very grateful when it comes to having people come and just being able to share that, you know, what other people have been able to give. So ask your church, ask your local church, like, hey, you know, do we have a need right now? Is there anything that I can give? You know, I have some things that's laying around the house, you know, or get a list from them. A lot of times they have that stuff.
Yeah. And so, speaking of that, though, I know that there's always families that can be sponsored. If you contact local schools, public school systems, maybe even Christian school systems. An old job that I used to work at, we did a lot of work with public school systems, and there's always families that need sponsor or just a child. And you can always contact your church or a local church or the school system to ask if there's anybody that is signed up to be sponsored, and anonymously do that. It's fun.
Yeah, that's number 9.
Was that number 9?
Yeah, it's number 9.
Yeah.
Sponsor a child, sponsor a family. So in our church that we have, each year we have like a little Christmas tree that hangs out inside the lobby, and then you can kind of pick a name and you can help donate anonymously. You can, take this and it tells you whether it's a boy or a girl in the age group. So you never know who it is, which is even better. And you get to really be part of that. So, and like she said, there's schools, all guaranteed. If you call your local school, there will be a list of families that are on that list for you to help them out. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to be big about it. It doesn't have to be something huge. It can be something smaller. So number 10,
make Christmas cookies and deliver them to the elderly, or maybe someone that is, been injured. They have a broken leg or something and they're not able to leave their house. And this could be something fun that you guys could do with your family, with your kids. And if you don't have kids, you and your spouse or significant other could do it together. So it'd be something fun. It could be like date night or something fun to get some quality time together, but then also giving back and serving. And if you don't know of somewhere to take them, you can always, again, contact churches for addresses or your church for an address. But you also could then take that to the shelter or somewhere that could possibly take baked goods. I don't know if they take personal baked goods.
I don't know, but it's always worth asking. Yeah. And then if you find out, come back to this video, leave it on here, because people are going to rewatch this. That's one thing about having a live video is, yes, we have it on live and there's a few people that climb on live, but there's hundreds and hundreds of people that watch it later. And those people will watch this and love looking at the comments and stuff. So you'll be able to get connected with that. So if you find out later, don't hesitate to come back and let us know.
I can't wait to get to the last point.
And wear your gloves and your mask and make everybody feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Merry Christmas time. Okay.
COVID Christmas.
That was number 10. Number 11, have a gingerbread house making contest with your family and friends. This is funny because today I was at, we have a meeting every Tuesday at church, and we were talking in our meeting today.
A staff meeting.
Staff meeting at church. And we were talking about a couple that goes to our church, Robin and Casey Reed. They showed a picture of their gingerbread house that they made, and they must be related to the character Elf from the movie Elf, because you should have seen this thing that they made. It was like someone's like, they had to have bought it, and John's like, no, I asked. Like, they didn't buy it. It's incredible. So make a contest, and I've seen people where they have everybody in their family member make one, each family member make one, and then they vote on them on social media.
Or you could get groups of friends and you do it and put it on social media and make people vote on it.
Yeah, you can do friends too. That'd be okay.
The Reeds would have won though.
It's pretty elaborate. Like, it's no joke. I know Chris Kane and a few ladies donated baked goods to Carriage Town
a
week or two ago. That's awesome. Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah, Carriage Town. Good.
That's the type of information that we need to know. So Carriage Town is something local. I don't know where you're watching from, but something local here in Michigan, mid-Michigan. Yeah. And so that's great to know. So if they're doing it, I'm assuming many other outreach centers like that are doing it as well. That stuff does not go unnoticed. People really appreciate that.
People need it.
And they do need
it.
They do. They do. Okay, so that was number 11. Number 12.
Donate to a charity of your choice. So if you have something that's on your heart, like right now, donating to, if there's a cause, I'm sure that there's a cause for sex trafficking. That is a huge need right now, that they need for funding. I know there's a lot of costs that go into that with them trying to save these women, young women, out of this and give them jobs and teach them how to become members of society again. A lot of them are hooked on drugs when they get rescued. So that's a cause. I know there's a lot of clean water causes for around the world, and those are huge. It breaks my heart that there's still people in the world that don't even have clean water to drink from, or they have to walk miles to get clean water. It's important. We see them commercials all the time about dogs and cats that need to be rescued or kids that need to be adopted. Of course, do your research about the charity and find out how much of the percentage of the donations actually go to the cause, because some of them only give a small percentage, but there are some that actually give the majority of the donations to the actual cause. And it's so important. There's so many needs out there, and we need to be the hands and feet for God to do that.
Yeah, so I read a book years ago. I don't even know the name of it right now, but it's about the guy that founded the Charity Water is what it's called.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. And he really is a firm believer in helping. And they do. The donations actually go directly to building options of wherever country that they're in at the time. Their option is giving them the technology and stuff so they can have access to clean water.
Or the sock company even.
Yeah.
Like if you buy a pair of, what was it, Bombas? Isn't that the company that does it? Yeah. Yep. So if you buy a pair of Bombas socks for yourself, they donate a pair. Yep. I mean, so it's a charity for people that need things.
Yeah, and we always talk about donate, and I know that with COVID and stuff right now, it maybe money is tight, but not everybody. There's a lot of people that during this quarantine time that they have been working a ton of overtime, and maybe you have a larger influx this season right now of income that you normally wouldn't have. Utilize that and really do something good with it. Bless it. It's easy because the more we make, the more we spend. It's really, really easy, but let's be purposeful during this time of season. If God has blessed you in a way where you do have an abundance right now, use it accordingly. Look, like Kristy said, look up these charities, find out a little bit about them, and then, prayerfully consider donating to them.
Or reach out to everybody. It's so much more fun to do things together. That's why we have life groups at our church, and it's important to become part of a life group because it's so much more fun to do things as a group. You encourage one another, you hold one another accountable. It's like volunteering to go ring this bell at Salvation Army. It's like if Josh and I had signed up to do it, yes, of course it's good and it'd make us feel good and it's giving back. But when we have a large group of people that black out a whole day and each of us take an hour shift, I don't know, your mental state is different about it because you have tons of people that you love and care about that are doing it along with you, even though they're not there at that same exact time. It just makes it more fun. It's the community aspect of it. Our church this year is doing on December 20th a drive-through Christmas, and it's going to be so much fun. We're going to be passing out hot cocoa. I don't know if that's for sure, but we should.
I think we are.
Okay. So things like that. It's just, that's what this time of year is all about, is to love on one another. And it's just, I don't know. It's my favorite time of year.
Go the extra when it comes to compassion and love.
And wear ugly sweaters.
And definitely do that because that's compassionate. So Jason says there's a lady here in Davidson that's local to us that does a lot of work for homeless veterans, and she is always looking for donations. She does everything from find them places to live to just providing a meal. Just message me and I can set you up. So there you go. Now you have on the chat, if you're interested in that, make sure you hit him up and let him know. If you're in Michigan, even if you're not in Michigan, even if you're outside the state, even outside the country, I'm sure you can get set up and there's able to get connections to be able to help them out. That's awesome. Thank you, Jason, for
another thing that people can do too is go to, even if you don't have a lot of money, you could go somewhere to like McDonald's or somewhere and buy like a $5 gift card and mail it to people that are in need, or donate it to the, and honestly at our church, we could put it in an envelope with someone's name on it and give it to the office, and the office will make sure that person gets it and the person doesn't have to know. Even if you don't have a lot, it's the smallest little gestures, especially during this time of year and during COVID. There's a lot of people that are struggling with suicidal thoughts, and a $5 gift card could save someone's life. And I'm not saying that to be like all like, I don't even know, dramatic about it. It's true. People that are on the cusp right now, the smallest thing will make them feel loved and appreciated and that they're not forgotten.
Definitely. Number 13, we doubled up on one, okay? And it's because it's that big of a deal. Drive and look at Christmas lights on houses. Frankenmuth has a drive-through scene. Now
that makes me mad.
We doubled up. It's super important.
We actually have a bonus one, though.
We do.
And I forgot
we
what
have
it was.
A 26, okay? So you're not getting shorted.
I forgot what
we
it was.
didn't do that. So that's number 13. All right, so number 14. Do an ornament swap with friends or with others at your church, even if they don't do it. Our church has an ornament swap. Was it fun, babe?
It is my favorite thing to do around this time of year with a community. So we're not doing it this year. We're doing it a little differently this year because of COVID. But typically, a whole bunch of women get together. Well, at our church, there's one or two ladies that actually run it. So many baked goods and hot cocoa and everything, and they put together all these different games. Everyone brings in like 5 ornaments, and one ornament is played with one game, one ornament another, one's to give away as a gift. And it's just, I don't know, like 2 or 3 hours where we're all just, I think the last year, I think there was 100, maybe 75 women that showed up, and it is such a good time. It is so much fun.
You laugh super hard.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's great. I take pictures anyway, but I take so many pictures, and because you get to see a bunch of people and just hang out with a bunch of people that you normally don't get to hang out with.
Yeah, and you can do something like this. Like Kristy said something earlier to me about it, and she's like, people can do this at their home with just friends.
Yeah.
Like, you can make it fun. Like, crank up the Christmas tunes. Okay, that's one we have coming up. But crank up the Christmas tunes. Get that hot cocoa brewing and have a good time. It's a lot of fun. And it's simple and it's cheap. You can go to the dollar store and buy Christmas bulbs, and you can do it very, 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 very inexpensive.
You can make them, so it's fine.
All right, so what number are we on? We are on number 15.
Oh, sorry, I'm not scrolling.
That's all right.
Christmas caroling.
Not for me.
Yeah, we went one year, a few years back with a few people from our church, and it was so eventful. So eventful. We had so much fun going around to people's houses, caroling. Some people will bring you out hot cocoa. Some people just stand and look at you like, okay.
I need Milli Vanilli for me, okay? Because I don't sing.
It doesn't matter. It's
good.
Caroling. And then we were going to someone's house, on our way to someone's house, going through a subdivision. We found a car that was like in a ditch, and everybody had to get out and help this person get out of the ditch and drive them home. And it was eventful. But anyway, I will never forget it.
Yeah, Jason goes, great. I want to go, but I can't sing. Guess what? You can stand in the back with me, brother. Okay?
You guys can all just come here, and we can just literally randomly walk around our subdivision. That'd be fun.
Okay. Christmas caroling is something that I participate in. It's not something that I would choose to do.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun.
Okay? But it's on the list. Okay.
Dashing through the snow. Like, you could just stand and make like funny faces and stuff.
Number 16. Outside activities.
Yes.
Winter activities. There is plenty to do. There
Build a
actually
snowman.
is. If there's snow. If not, you can choose a different material to build it
yeah.
out of. I mean, not everybody has snow right now. Maybe you don't live in a place that does have snow, but there's lots of activities to do during the month of December. There's always things to do. Now, if you are in a cold winter state, I would assume within the next week or two, there's going to be places that you can go skiing, even snowboarding or sledding. There's going to be all those places that are going to open. There's lots of things that you can do. You can do the toboggans. But get creative,
Ice fishing. I personally wouldn't want to do that, but
Yeah. Ice fishing. If there's ice. I don't know. Michigan's been really weird this year. Like, it was like 55 degrees like 3 days ago. Yeah. Get on your snowmobiles.
I don't like the snow. I like Christmas. I don't like the snow. I'd be fine with having Christmas with palm trees. It's fine.
Yes. We'll build sand men, not snowmen.
Mm.
All right. Number 17. Read it off.
25 days of Christmas. So we have a channel here in Michigan, Freeform, and they have the 25 days of Christmas countdown, and they play Christmas movies every day until Christmas time. And I love it. Love it. And basically, my family, him, I'm so grateful. So grateful for him. Because I just play Christmas movies over and over and over and over again right now. Like the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3, Home Alone 1 and 2. Not 3, because that one's dumb. 1 and 2, and then Jingle All the Way, Deck the Halls, Scrooged, Elf, It's a Wonderful Life, Miracle on 34th Street, all of those.
Yep.
I love Christmas movies.
And
I watch the Hallmark ones too.
And you know what, men? You don't have to be into Christmas the same as that your wife is, but you should support her in her joy of this month. I mean, a lot of times, like the ugly sweaters, put one on. Don't be too prideful to help participate in the funness that she wants for this month. You don't have to love it, okay? But you love your spouse. Do it for your spouse. It is.
We went and got a Christmas tree last weekend, and
we cut it down.
That's where I got my gnome, my skiing gnome.
Yep. At the tree farm. That's where we got it. That's where we got it. Okay, so number 18, host a Secret Santa or a White Elephant exchange. I love White Elephant exchanges.
I do too. And we have a White Elephant gift exchange that we do with our life group. We also do it with our families. and everything. It's a lot of fun, but then there's also a different way that you can do it. I've seen that they do where you have a dice and you roll it when it's your turn, and it says like number 1 you get to steal someone's gift, number 2 you get to keep your gift or whatever. I personally like the way that we do it. So a gift can be stolen up to 2 times, and then after it's been stolen 2 times, it's a dead item. So the last person that had it after that gets to keep it.
Our white elephant, though, has turned into a fun white elephant. They're not serious white elephants. And I really suggest doing that.
I mean, some people still do serious gifts.
Maybe do both then. Okay, you can do, like, we don't even go out and buy white elephant gifts anymore. Okay, we just have them from years prior and years prior.
I have a stock
or we
pile.
collect them during the year. We're like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know. It's going to be white elephant pile. And she's like, oh, yeah. Let's keep that for the white elephant.
I have a stock of it.
Yes. Have fun with it. It is a lot of fun. And we can still do things on a small scale right now. We can still participate in things like this. You could even do virtual white elephant. You could drop a present off on the porch of somebody, and you guys could make it last a week if you wanted, and do something virtually. You could really think outside the box on this and really be creative. And we don't have to, just because it's wintertime and COVID is really kicking in and it's scary and all this stuff, doesn't mean that we can't really have fun this December during Christmas or 25 days of Christmas. All right.
Or do a Secret Santa.
Yeah, or Secret Santa. Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Number 19.
You can get an address list from your church and then send homemade, handmade, bought, or even digital cards. And I immediately thought of, there's this lady in our church, her name is Chris Hemingway, and I love her because she randomly sends to everyone handmade, and they look like they're better than Hallmark gift cards.
It makes you feel special actually getting a card from her.
Yeah, because and they're like 3D looking, and she does them not even just on special occasions. Like on Facebook, I had posted our youngest son had detached retina surgery, and she randomly sent him this card that she made that had like Iron Man all over it, and she wrote him a handwritten note inside it saying, I hope you feel better. She knows he likes band, so she sent him like a tuba card that she made. When we started this podcast, I think she sent us like something that had like a mustache or something on it, and just fun. And people appreciate that stuff because it makes them feel special.
Definitely.
And she is very, very good at that.
Yeah,
Very
crafty.
good. Yeah.
And she's persistent, or should I say not persistent, but consistent. She's very consistent with it. And that's it. Just every time I go to the mailbox and I see something is from her, I'm like, this is it makes me feel better. I don't even have to open it yet. And it makes me feel better. So
I'm not going to lie. Okay. So basically when it comes to cards and people mailing people cards, a lot of people like them. Okay. This is just my opinion about them. Where do cards end up?
in the trash.
In the trash. So I'm like, you're just basically mailing people trash. But Chris's cards, I save them because they're special. There's a handwritten note in there specifically for that person. And she handmade it. She put thought into it. It's like a gift. So I think handmade cards are the best.
Yeah, you can even do it to just close family and friends. But like we said, you can go to your church and get some type of email address if you want. Maybe you send them personal notes through email. There's ways to do that you could really do it on a grander scale. Many people are crafty. I'm not what I would consider a crafty person. Kristy's not a crafty person either. So crafty things really just aren't the way that we do it.
I buy my crafts.
But we try to do it more socially, right? Where we try to just recognize people when we see them and things of that nature. So try and just put your own personality in it. It's really important, especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Number 20, Christmas gift baskets to neighbors you don't really know.
I love this one. This was my idea too.
This one's fun. This one's fun. It was your idea.
But you can give it to them anonymously too. So that's what I like. Like, even if I think people may think my thing is hokey, then I just don't put my name on it. And then I still get to do it, and they don't know where it came from.
It's like a Secret Santa.
It is.
A hokey gift.
Mm-hmm. No, some people think things are corny. And I think they're cute and lovey.
Yeah.
And I think that's so much fun. Put a gift basket together. You can go to the dollar store and get socks, a toothbrush if you want.
Yeah, you could be cute. You could make it fun, make it welcoming. It is a neat idea. And
they make little candies that are shaped like coals, but they're actually chocolate. So you could put a thing of coal in there.
You could do that.
That's fun.
You could do that. But the whole point is really to let your neighbors know, hey, Christmas is important to me, and I want to make sure that I share some of the joy and the fun with you. So I think it's a really good idea.
Put like Elf on the Shelf in there.
You could. I've seen a lot of Elf on the Shelf stuff lately, like people posting on Facebook, like shoving their elf on a shelf, like in a box of cereal. I seen one today. I don't remember. Maybe it was from the Beowulf. So I don't remember. It was somebody, and they're like, "Oh, he's in there," and he's like, "Don't." Another one said they replaced his hat. He lost his hat, and they like put a box over his head or something. People are getting crazy with Elf on the Shelf.
The best one that I've seen is one that they stuck inside like a mason jar with like a mask over him with a bunch of Kleenex, and the parents were like, "We're telling them that he's in quarantine for 2 weeks, and they don't have to move him. They don't have to
Put him on the shelf."
I thought that was genius.
No, that's actually funny. That's actually funny. Okay, so we're moving on to what are we at here?
21.
20. We're on 21. Okay, 21. Get matching PJs. Yes, husbands. Matching PJs.
We haven't done this yet, okay, ever in our relationship, and we're doing it this year.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll do it.
Because it's going to be so much fun.
I'll wear a onesie. I don't care.
So Christmas Eve is very special to us because
it is.
I'll talk about it when we get down to whatever number it is, 23.
Okay.
I'll talk about Christmas Eve.
It is, but you can get matching pajamas with your spouse, and men, hang out with her. Let this be her time. Just indulge her. You want to get matching.
Yeah, she likes Christmas as much as me.
Yeah, and most women do. I would say most women do.
And some women really like Halloween, Sarah.
Yeah, but Christmas is one of those seasons, it's time really to just be all in and be selfless, like I'm going to step back for myself and I'm just going to indulge my spouse. I want to make sure that she really enjoys it. And I feel bad for her because she's in a house full of men. Okay. And we're talking teenagers, teenage boys. Okay. They don't do anything you want them to do. Okay. Especially something that their mother wants them to do. So it's my job to step up in that place and make sure that she gets to really enjoy this month the best that we possibly can. Do it for the gram. Jackie.
Grandma.
Yeah. Jason's like, ha. Yeah, I know. So men, do it. Okay. Get your PJs out. Go and shop and get them matching and get them Christmassy.
Even to go get the Christmas tree at this point, this is the boys.
That's our kids.
I mean, that's what they do.
That is. So. That's our sad children. Okay, number 22. Make a Christmas playlist and send it out to your friends and family.
Okay, so I listen to Christmas music all day at work, and I would say the day I had to go to work after Thanksgiving, I was Googling like who's playing 24-hour Christmas music right now, and Cars 108 is 107.9, and I'm playing that in my car. And if I'm in the house, I have Christmas movies playing 24/7. But making a Christmas playlist and make it fun and find, really fun. Like, I love the song, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I love that song. So you could find a playlist of all the songs that you like and include that one on there.
Wow.
And then you can digitally send it I love it. I love that song. So I jam to it in my car. I'm like,
yikes.
Yeah.
All right, 23. Create a new family tradition. This is something that we did years and years and years ago. Is we started doing a family scavenger hunt on Christmas morning. So we take one of our children's presents and we hide it, and then we do a scavenger hunt for each kid. We went as elaborate as they've had to decipher things with their phones. They had to use compasses. Like we get, every year, and our kids really look forward to it. And our kids are not young anymore. Like they're in late teens, and they still look forward to this each and every year. So start a new family tradition. It's never too late to start something, and it's fun.
Yeah, the scavenger hunt, and that's what I was going to say is so important to us about Christmas Eve. So on Christmas Eve, our kids, because we're a blended family, our kids, we started telling the exes rather than have to argue about, oh, this is our year that they spend the night with us and yada, yada, yada. We, I don't know, like 5 years back decided like they can just stay with the exes every Christmas Eve. So then we can have full reign of the house and put together their scavenger hunt, and we don't have to worry about it. So this year, that's why I was saying, like, he always makes us a special meal every year on Christmas Eve.
Usually prime rib.
Mm-hmm. And we have Christmas movies going, and we start finish wrapping any gifts that I have. Normally they're done, but then we do. Oh, yeah, assembling, yes. And then do the scavenger hunt. And that's what I was saying this year. Then we're going to be wearing matching pajamas. But the other thing that I wanted to say about start creating a new family tradition is don't get so married to old traditions that as your kids get older, they become ones that they hate. So every year, we've always went and got our Christmas tree, and then I have each of the kids, I take them and have them each pick out their own wrapping paper. That way I don't have to put their names on it. It's really just because I'm lazy. But then I just wrap all their gifts in that one wrapping paper, and then they know whose presents are under the tree. But then we'd also go to Bronner's and have them each pick out an ornament. And really the last couple years, they hate it. They loathe it.
Yes.
And we've always made them go. And this year, I'm like, I don't want to. First off, it ruins my time. I'm going because I'm wanting them to go because I think it's making all these special memories and they're going to look back and they're going to appreciate it. Well, all it does is the whole time we're just angry. The last couple of years, we've just been angry. Because our middle boy is just very vocal about how much he hates it the entire time that we're there. And the other two just don't talk. So this year I decided we can start a new tradition surrounding that. I'm the one that likes to go get them ornaments every year. So then every year from here on out, I'll make sure I buy them an ornament for Christmas. Well, we buy them an ornament.
I just show up.
We buy them an ornament. And it will be not considered one of their gifts, but it can be like their stocking stuffer. But even when they get up and grow up and move out of the house, it's still every year we'll get them an ornament because I just like going to Bronner's and picking out ornaments. Yep. So don't get so married to the traditions that they turned into hateful traditions.
Yeah, because the older your kids get, they're going to change the way they feel about certain things.
Mm-hmm. I don't care.
So we started doing the scavenger hunt thing, to be completely honest with you.
They're going with us to get the Christmas tree. I don't care.
Shut up and like it. That's right.
They actually don't mind that.
Pick
that
your
much.
battles. Number 24, every day, including today, this month, you should call or text one person something nice, something kind, something sweet, maybe somebody you haven't heard from in a while. It's just a way to really reach out and connect with people. Number one, it's just nice to do. But number two, there's a lot of people right now, especially because of quarantining and COVID and a lot of those related things, as they need extra connection right now. So what a greater reason to do it right now than the 25 days of Christmas. One per day. That's 25 of them.
Or you could start something special too and maybe post one day, one person every day this month, post on their Facebook wall and say, this is what I love about you, and try to get other people to post on their page that day too and make that person feel special. Recently, our worship leader posted in our worship band page, everybody post about someone that they're grateful for on the team and try to make sure that everyone gets posted about once. Like, don't double up on people. And that would be something fun to do just for people within your community, that your friends or people at your church, you could just randomly post on their wall and say, I really love this about you. And I've noticed that when you do that, other people appreciate them for that same attribute or maybe a different attribute. They'll tag on that and they'll comment on that. And it really makes a person's day when you do that, to publicly recognize them.
It's true. Let's skip 25, go straight to 26, because we want to save 25 for the last.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Slide up on that for me, please. There we go.
Oh, yeah. 26 was the bonus sweater.
Yeah. Tell them.
So, to wear the ugly sweater?
Yeah.
I think that you should buy an ugly sweater.
That's it. Just that's it. That's all there is to it.
Cool. See?
Yes.
See?
Wear it to your family Christmas. Wear it to your friends Christmas. Whatever it is that you can have.
You should get an ugly sweater, take a picture of yourself in it, and post it on our page. I want to see it.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Post it on the Couple on Fire page.
Hashtag Couple on Fire or hashtag ugly sweater.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah,
we need to do that.
We're on the fly. Live on the fly.
Yeah.
All right, so hit number 25.
25.
All right, so here we go.
So 25 is emailsanta.com.
Yep, which is, you can see it on the screen, emailsanta.com.
Yeah.
This website is big, so
it's amazing.
We'll try not to spend too much time on this, but Naughty or Nice list, you can check it out. You can email Santa now. Santa is coming to town. That's just 23 days. Joke of the day. Live emails to Santa Claus. I mean, there's so much. Toy bag of fun, present counter. Let's go all the way to the bottom, though. Kristy was saying there were so many things at the bottom of this website. I mean, it's huge. Look how much there is on this website. But down here.
Yeah, this is what I loved about this website is more fun things to do. And it's like watch Santa webcam. There's a Christmas reminder. There's elves reading the night before Christmas. And then where was the one? Send your pet's email to Rudolph. Get Santa's autograph. There's somewhere down there though.
Yeah, there's so many.
Countdown to Christmas. It was about charities. It was about charities. And you click on it and it literally gives you Christmas charities right there.
Yep.
All around the world that you can donate to. There's children's helplines, color Christmas pages, an advent calendar. It's just, there's so many things on here. This website is so cool.
Yeah, so head over to emailsanta.com. I think it's an awesome thing that you can do. You can do it with your kids. You can do it with your friends, your family. There's tons of different ideas on there. There's a lot of things we didn't cover today. These are just things that we could personally think of, things that we related well with. But if there's something that we didn't hit that is something that is big to you during this month, let us know. Put it down in the chat. Let everybody know that does continue to watch this, that they can have an opportunity to connect to something that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, like Christmas globes. There's a lot of people that collect Christmas globes.
There is.
Or Christmas towns that they decorate in their house. Yeah.
Do a whole Christmas thing. So we want to thank everybody for being here. Please don't forget, if you found any value or like this episode, please share it. Please
Today was a fun one.
Yeah, today is a fun one. We got to wear our fun little garb. We got the guys in the back hanging out with us today, so it was fun.
It's our guests.
It is. We want to thank everybody for being here. We will see you guys next Tuesday at 7.
Bye.